Sally, do you want to give a bit of a explainer / intro before we completely start?
Yes.
Okay. So Sally, I will give you the go ahead when to start, and then Juanita, Sally will let you know when you can go ahead and start. Okay.
Okay.
Sally, you may go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon. I just wanted to quick before the commissioners call this meeting to order, say that I'm Sally Marsh. I'm from the Michigan Department of State and sincerely apologize for the delay today. We had to figure out some technical glitches that we were experiencing in real time. So for the members of the public who are watching and who want to participate, sincerely thank you for your patience. And I will let the commissioners go ahead and introduce themselves and call the meeting to order in just 1 second. But just a note, because of the technical workarounds that we had to do to make this meeting still happen this afternoon, there will unfortunately not be Spanish or Arabic translation. We will still have an on-screen ASL interpreter and closed captioning. So thank you again, everyone, for your patience. And I will turn it over to Acting Chair Juanita Curry to call the meeting to order.
Hello and good afternoon or evening to everyone. I would like to call our meeting together for our communications and outreach, our first meeting for this time, and we'd like to have a roll call. There will only be commissioners. Let's see, Cynthia Orton. Cynthia Orton.
Present.
Just say hey, nay, here or present. If you're here.
Present. Can you hear me?
Okay, and Janice Valette.
Yes, I'm here, present.
Okay, and these are the two, including myself, Juanita Curry, that will be participating for this communications outreach meeting. And our agenda today is going over some of our applicants and trying to come up with the our outreach communications director. So we're going to have to go over some of our applicants and see which ones we're going to narrow down that we may choose or select one for our communications director. All right. Are there any old business, anything we need to talk about before we get started? Did everyone get a chance to go over all their applicants and kind of thoroughly look at all of them?
I think Sally has something.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sally.
I took some time too, yeah.
Commissioner Curry, Acting Chair Curry, wondering if you might entertain a motion to approve the meeting agenda.
Okay. I would like to take a motion to approve this meeting.
Yeah, I motion to approve the agenda.
All right, we move.
I second.
Okay, we move to have the meeting approved. Okay. Is there any old business concerning our communications? Anything that you need to talk about that we haven't discussed before we start today?
I think we have public comment next.
Public comment? Okay. Cynthia, why don't you start our public comment?
I think Sally will.
Oh, okay.
I am happy to hop in here and quickly talk about public comment. So a few notes about public comment for those of you in the public who are just joining us. Because it's a virtual meeting, members of the public had to sign up in advance to address these commissioners today. I and our team at the Department of State will unmute the member of the public for up to 2 minutes to address these commissioners today. And because of the technical workarounds we had to do here, we will actually be calling that the individuals who signed up for public comment. So I will call off those individuals' names or phone numbers in the order in which they signed up. To those members of the public participating in public comment, please note that you will have no more than 2 minutes to address the commission this morning. You can also submit your thoughts to the commission and the public by emailing redistricting@michigan.gov. The Department of State will provide your written thoughts to the commission. And by indicating in that email that you'd like to participate in public comment, it will be included in the online meeting archive for the commission. Public comment sign-up links are also posted on Redistricting Michigan social media pages at redistrictingmi. So for those individuals who have signed up for public comment, I believe they are in the waiting room. So we'll have you join the Zoom meeting. And I'll just give them a second to connect. So member of the public who's just joining us for public comment, hopefully you can hear me. Please unmute yourself. You will have 2 minutes to address the commission today. And thank you again for being flexible with our technical difficulties.
Thank you, Sally. This is Joe Spalding again, and we're looking at communications director this time. I don't really have too much of a recommendation in terms of where to look for this role beyond stuff you already know. We're in the middle of a pandemic and digital is super important, and it's fastly evolving. And I'm very happy that the Secretary of State actually is very, very familiar, and her staff is very familiar with how social media digital programs work. The one thing that I did want to do is give a heads up because, for the communications director, whoever you do decide, because there is someone who's running for executive director. And if they end up getting picked, there's going to be some interesting times moving forward when some of those tweets come forward. And we've got someone tweeting out, for that role, stuff like, dead people are voting, saying that Donald Trump will turn out to be the man who saved America from itself. Stay tuned. Do you agree that there's a plot to end America as we know it? The Democrats have awakened a sleeping giant. Stuff, really tighter talking point about Japan during World War II being afraid of attacking a mainland America because of gun ownership. That's actually a militia recruitment talking point. And then the cream of the crop there, we've got pandemic or plan-demic, COVID denial. And that's the person that's trying to become the executive director there. That's Brandon Bryce's Twitter account. So just a heads up for whoever you pick for comms director. If Brandon Bryce is the ED, they're going to have their hands full figuring out how to answer some of those bad tweets. Once again, thank the commission. You guys are fantastic. So happy to be here. So happy to see you all, and particularly happy with the diversity. And once again, thanks to Nancy Wang for writing this awesome law. Thanks all.
Thank you to that member of the public for addressing the commission today. I'm not sure if we have another member. Okay, we don't. So that was our last public comment for this afternoon. With that, I will turn it back over to the acting chair, for the first order of business, which is to vote for the permanent committee chair.
Okay. Yes, we want to take care of that now. Who would like to be the permanent committee chair for the communications outreach meeting?
Not interested in doing that.
Sally, or Juanita, are you saying that you don't want to? I know that at our meeting, you said you would welcome doing it. So
You
are
have
you
to at least
still?
vote and see if someone else would like to.
Nope, I'm more than happy with our choice being you.
Well, thank you, honey. What about you, Cynthia?
Cynthia?
Yep, I'm happy with that. So I motion that we
Moved.
need to be the permanent chair of this committee.
And I second it.
All right, okay. So Juanita
think we-
Curry is the chair.
So I think we need to vote. So
Oh,
call a vote and we'll say our,
Okay, let's take a vote.
okay. Aye.
I,
Okay, any nays? No, there's no nay. I won't say
a little
nay.
different. A little different when there's only
It's
three
different with
people.
2 or 3, okay. So there's no nays, and so we, that motion has passed, and Juanita Curry will be the chairman of that, of the directions, communications and outreach meeting. All right, is there any, anything we need to talk about that we did discuss in our last meeting concerning the communications outreach?
I don't believe so. Nope.
Cynthia?
Cynthia's frozen.
It's kind of strange with just 2 of us talking, so I'm kind of getting a little
Yeah,
off track.
I think Cynthia's froze. Oh, there she is. Hi.
I guess it dropped me for a second, but here I am.
Okay. We trying to see if there's any old business that the communications outreach quorum needs to talk about right now. Is there anything that we need to discuss?
I don't
Unless-
have anything.
No,
We just,
nothing. Sorry,
we're just
nothing
getting
that-
started, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
we're just getting started, so we'll just jump to that. And we'll go into our, there's no old business. We're going to move that and we'll just move that we go into our meeting as stated. And so did everyone get a chance to discuss or talk about or go over all their candidate applicants?
Mhm. Not discuss, but yeah, I've read over all of them.
Okay,
I too have gone over them and I actually have picked out some that were on the top of my list. I actually have like 13 or 14 that, were my gut feeling just at that time, but I certainly would like to hear you two opinions on other people.
okay.
Yeah, I think we're short on time since we had technical difficulties. So
Okay.
I thought maybe the fastest way would be if we each present the ones that we think are that we're interested in at the top, and then
Do you have, how many do you have, Cynthia?
I ran into a challenge. Very good. And so it's going to be hard for me to choose, but I had at least 15 or 20 good ones. I mean, it's just so
Okay,
many.
and I have 13 or 14.
But I know we have
How
to
many do you
narrow
have?
them down. I thought that maybe we should narrow them down to at least what, 5 or 6?
5 or 6 is the max that we could
Yeah. Yeah.
present to the
Yep.
to the commission.
I moved
So
that
do you think maybe somebody should just start reading their list and I have a list and mark if we have the same ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you
Juanita,
go?
do you want to read yours?
who has their list ready? Because I didn't make a list.
Like Janice does.
I do. I have one.
Okay, Janice.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
You're ready.
Here's the people that I had a gut feeling about when I went through them. Michael Kroll.
Just a
Catherine.
second.
Okay,
Go slow so I can write it down.
okay. I'm
Can
sorry.
you kind of go a little slow so we can kind of write these down?
Okay, it's Kroll,
Okay,
and it's Catherine, Catherine, and the last name is Kaliniak.
okay,
Brenda, Brenda, Kerfoot, Kerfoot. Bill, and it's Froehlie. I think it's an R on the end.
okay,
Edward Woods, Woods.
one more,
Deshandra Johnson, Johnson.
okay,
Andrea Taylor, Taylor.
6, Janice.
Oh, but I have 14. So
Okay.
Yeah,
you
we
guys
can,
I mean, I don't want to pick 14 from these because I'd really like to maybe go over there again and then.
which ones we have overlapping would be good.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay. So, did I do Desandra,
you have
DIS?
Chandra, yes,
I did Chondra Johnson.
yes, you have her.
Okay. Andrea Taylor.
Yeah, you
Okay.
said that.
Okay. I'm sorry. Janet Leibson, Lebson.
Okay,
Gerald. I think it's Schorin.
okay,
Jennifer Roster, Rost, and I can't read my own writing. AR. I just have two more.
okay.
Katie Veltren,
Pronounce that one
Velten,
again. Can you say that one more
and
time?
Velten. Catherine, and then the last one is Catherine Dougal. And then I had a question about one, and maybe you'll remember. Was it Trevor Layton? Didn't he apply for the ED?
Yes,
I thought that he had, and isn't he the one who was on the committee at the start for the to put the petition on? Wasn't he on the committee for like not, what is it called? Citizens, not politicians committee?
not
Yes,
sure.
Sally.
I think you're thinking of James Lancaster, who applied
Okay,
for the
you're right.
executive director position, which is a different person. So yeah.
Okay. I wanted to make sure. I thought the same name sounded. So I have one more. It's Trevor Layton, Layton. Thank you, Sally. And that's what I have.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Cynthia, you have a list of yours?
Okay, so can I say something before?
Right.
Many of these, I looked through the resumes and the letters that were sent and the answers to the questions.
Mhm.
Any of them are well qualified. However, I also, since this is communications director, I did the same thing that was done with the executive director. And I went through, tried to find any social media, past posts, things like that.
Mhm.
And so I ruled out many of them because they were politically leaning
Okay.
one way or the other, or controversial in some way. And so that's why I crossed several of them out, because I thought as a commission, we're really trying to be nonpartisan.
Mhm.
And so anyway, so
Well,
my list.
I thank you for doing that. I did not do that. Were there people on my list that you were not happy with? A lot?
Yeah. Well,
A lot, huh?
there
Okay.
were several just on the list in general that they
Okay.
the things that I felt was kind of an agenda that we don't want as our.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so did you want to tell us those and I'll make note on my list?
okay. Well, yeah, I'll go through your list and say what I
That's kind of,
felt. So your first one is Michael
well, that's kind of get everybody's names on
list.
the list, and then we can go through the ones that Cynthia has that has the political.
Okay. She
thing.
wants to hear yours first.
Okay, so my list would be Janet Lebson,
Lemkin,
Lebson, Lebson,
okay,
and Sonia Howell,
Sonia Howe.
and Andrea. I'm going to mess up people's names, so I apologize if you're listening.
that's all right.
Andrea Henschel, HENTSCHEL,
Okay,
and Terry D'Esposito.
would you spell that last name?
Okay, it's a D apostrophe
Mm-hmm.
ESPOSITO.
Okay,
And then Tara Hernandez.
Tara,
Tara. A-R-A.
H-E-R,
Nandez.
okay,
Eddie Maxalka.
spell,
MACSALKA.
and what was that first name?
Eddie, EDDIE.
Okay. Okay,
I have Angela Stempke. It's STMPKY.
okay.
And then as a question mark, I had Edward Woods.
Oh, that's one I had, right?
Right.
Yes. Okay, is that all?
That's my top, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we at least got one together.
And we have Janet Lebson together too.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, we do.
Okay, I will get mine together. I have them already together. Are we ready? Okay.
Yep.
Let me put my glasses on. Okay, Steve Heikkinen.
You say Steve?
Steve Heikkinen, Heikkinen. Sonia Howell,
Okay. Cynthia had her too.
Michael Kroll, Kroll, Michael.
Oh, that's the first one I had. Kroll,
Okay.
okay.
Christopher Curry, Currie. Andrea B. Taylor. Amy Hybels.
Spell that last name?
Hybels. Catherine Kaliniak.
Spell the last.
Kalinak, and she has the middle initial.
Okay,
Brenda L. Kerfoot. Kerfoot. And that's my list
okay.
for sure. Okay. Now we
Oh, I
have,
had Brenda too.
okay, great. We're all kind of
Great.
on the same page here.
Mhm.
Now, we're going to have to narrow these down to at least 5 or 6. And so I suggest that we go over them real good tonight or before our next meeting, and see which ones we think will be unless we can, how do you all want to go forth on this?
Well, I would like Cynthia to go over the ones who she thought were too political or,
Okay, that'll be good, Cynthia.
So, first I'll do the ones that we all had.
okay,
Or that 2 of us had. I don't think we all had any. So 2 of us had Janet Lebson, and on hers, she has government experience, but not political, not one side or the other.
right,
I didn't find anything negative there.
okay,
I really liked her answers. So I think
okay,
I'll
that's
look
good.
at that later too.
2 of us had Sonia Howell. And what did I find there? Just a minute, I need to find her in my notes.
yeah, you and Juanita had Sonia Howell.
Yeah.
Oh, so I didn't find anything negative one way or the other
I didn't either.
for social media for her, and she would be good to help us educate the public, I think.
I thought so too.
Okay,
And then we both had Michael Kroll.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I had thought so at first too, but let me look.
Cynthia,
Mhm.
why don't we keep Michael Crow there and go over it after we have this meeting today, and then we'll narrow it down and you can really, because I'd like to look at his name again and a couple other people. So, but let's go over narrow them down to our 6 so that when we do meet, but we'll make sure that we don't have any, what was that you said, the political emphasis on it?
Yeah,
Okay, can you
leanings.
tell us all of that today, the ones that you caught with that?
Okay, well, do you want me to just go through the whole list?
Yes, would you go through the list that you thought were kind of political?
Okay, so the things that I found, I'm sure
Yes.
and everything, but let's see. So Walter Sorg, do you have
Walter?
him? Mhm.
no, I don't have
Although,
him.
well, so I'm thinking, though, I'll just go through the list of the ones we've listed because we don't need to go through the ones that.
Absolutely.
Right.
Okay, so forget that one. Well, I'll start going through Janice's list, I guess. Catherine, what was the last name?
Janice Lipson,
So many names.
was it Lipson?
No, Catherine.
It's Kalinak.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
K-I-N.
Oh, okay. So there are 4 that I didn't get to yet as far as stuff. That's one of them. So
Okay.
I don't know. Brenda.
How about if we maybe approach it this way? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that we have either 2 of us have picked.
Mhm.
So what if we just look at them for now?
Okay, tell me their name.
Okay, the Michael Kroll,
Mhm.
Brenda Kerfoot,
Okay.
Edward
Brenda.
Woods, Janet Libson, Sonia Howell, and I think that's it. Those are the ones I circled as we did it, that at least two of us three had picked for our list.
Okay. Can you read the first two to me again?
Yep, Michael Crowell and
Right.
Brenda Kerfoot.
Is it Kirtland?
I got Kerfoot.
Okay, so Janet Lebson.
Yep.
The one we already talked about. She has government experience, but not political, one side or the other. I couldn't find anything.
Mhm. Right, and Sonia Howell is the last.
Mhm,
Okay.
So
And we already talked about
So-
her.
mhm.
do you have any of these five that you found negative?
Cynthia.
I haven't gotten to Brenda Kerfoot yet. I didn't, haven't looked yet there.
Okay, but Brenda's not on our list of ones that we all picked.
I thought you said Brenda Kerfoot, two people.
I'm sorry. Yes, I did. I'm sorry, I'm mistaken.
Oh.
Just Janice and Cynthia, it'd be good. Keep your list, but we will look out for the ones. We want Cynthia to let us know, not the ones that she think that are political, of the things that of the list that we called. And so we just about have all the names, right, Cynthia?
I think I have all the names wrote down, yeah.
Okay.
So
And
of those
sorry.
five that two of us had on the list, there's
And-
nothing, I found nothing negative on those five.
Okay, great.
On those five?
That sounds
So-
good. No, I had about 20 that I checked good. And so I'll go through those and make sure they're not on the list and come up with my 6 names when it's all over. I'll know to take out any political, since you have mentioned those people. So that'll be good.
Okay,
Now, since we.
I'm sorry. I
Janice.
was just wondering if we could find out if any of these five that we have any negative and we could eliminate them.
Okay.
And
No.
I also wanted to know, is there anybody that really stands out that you can remember? Because I personally cannot remember that I liked one over any of the others.
I had one that really stood out to me.
Okay.
Mhm. And who is that?
That is, just a second. Janet Lawson.
Oh, okay. And yeah, so, and I picked her too. So,
What is her name?
Janet Lebson.
Okay, I'll have to look her name up. I don't see it right quick. But I picked out 2 that was outstanding too.
okay.
And that was Andrea V. Taylor and Amy Hybels.
So Andrea Taylor has some definite political leaning on her social media thing.
Okay.
And what was the next one? High Bells?
What about Hybel? Amy.
I did not find anything.
Okay. Okay, great.
I had her as a possible as well.
Okay, great. All right, so we're going to make sure that we have no political on any of our papers. And when you say political, we're looking for what, Cynthia?
Well, to me, since we're trying to be nonpartisan and represent all citizens of Michigan, and we've been talking about perception, we want the perception to be good for all
Sure.
citizens. So I think any negative or anything negative or controversial, and
Sorry.
anything political one way or the other, so that they're obviously liberal or conservative, and and are vocal about it. That's what I was looking for. Or, yeah, just,
So are you looking on Facebook and Twitter and things like that? Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
yeah.
So are you looking for like more excessive, like they're just really, really a lot of stuff, or just you're not looking for, oh, I think so and so would be good, or are you seeing
I was looking
excessive
for
stuff?
multiple, some of them weren't really excessive. Some were.
Okay.
Some weren't really excessive, but if there were multiple things that they were obviously leaning a certain direction, that to me, it just felt like that wouldn't be a good fit for what we're
Okay.
looking for.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I based it
Saw
on.
that. Okay, I saw that with a couple of, didn't pay it too much, but okay. So we have, that's what we're gonna look through as we go over these to, later on, as we go through to narrow down to our 6 people. We're gonna look for the political part of it so that we don't have that on our batch that we're
Okay.
gonna. And anything that's, what word did you use for that, Cynthia? That you thought besides political, anything that was what?
Controversial. We don't.
Controversial.
I'm thinking this is going to be.
Give us a example of controversial.
Well, I don't know, but just anything that's a political or a social hot button, I guess, because I'm thinking this is going to be the person that's going to communicate to the public about our commission, which is nonpartisan. And so we don't want any, there's already going to be controversy. We don't want more controversy or drama or anything like that. So just anything that looks,
Yes.
Okay.
that could
I just
spark
wanted to-
issues.
I just wanted to say something. Our next meeting is December 3rd, and we're supposed to be reviewing the finalists on that day. So we need to give some finalists by the 3rd.
Is that what you're saying?
Thinking we need to pick somebody. We need to
Okay.
pick our finalists today.
Well, if we
won't be, I think that's going to be a little fast since we all kind of went over. I'd like to look over mine one more good time. So it took me almost 8 hours to go through some of these.
It's
We had
been
so
a-
Yeah,
many.
well, I'm sure, Cynthia, if you looked them all up on Facebook, because I did not do that.
It's been
But
hours, yeah. But
So do we want to just go with the ones that we've agreed on, that at least 2 of us have picked out, and at least
Should
narrow
we-
it down to that?
why don't we, we have a little bit of time. What if we look at each of these people's application, the one where we had 2 people, and they're
Okay,
negative, obviously.
Okay, your 2 people are, because your 2 people may be some of mine. Okay, what are your 2 people?
Well, the 6 people that we eat.
Okay,
Sally has something.
Hi,
Okay.
guys. I just wanted, commissioners, I just wanted to jump in quickly because our staff who was watching, we jotted down 7 total people and the last names that you guys overlapped on. So I thought it might be helpful if I just read those out.
oh, you've got
Okay.
7? Okay,
Yeah, we wrote down 7. So maybe I just read those out for you, and then that's a place where you all can start
Yeah.
in terms of
yeah,
discussion.
that's what I'm thinking we should do. Yep.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay,
So, and I just have last names here. So Kroll,
yeah, I
Okay.
have Pro.
Kalaniak, Kerfoot,
Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, Kalanick, we had under Kalanick 2 people. Okay,
mhm,
and Kirkfoot, okay.
Kerfoot,
Mhm.
Kirkfoot.
Woods,
Okay,
Taylor,
Andrea Taylor, okay,
Lebson,
yep,
and Howell.
Okay,
and how, okay,
we have pretty much three of those we all have, I think. So that's great.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think this, like Sally said, I honestly think this is where we should start with these 7. I
Okay.
mean, we have 2 out of 3 people picking this, so
Mhm. Well, I'm with you guys on 2 or 3 of them, so that's good. So it's 3 out of 3.
So out
Right.
of this list, Kaliniak, I felt
Can
that
you?
social media was political,
okay.
Okay.
but the others I did not find anything.
Okay.
Okay.
So are we moving to remove Catherine Kaliniak?
I would be.
Okay, well, I did not look at their social media, so I have so I can cross her off. So now we're down to 6.
Janice,
Yes.
you're talking about the 6 between you and Cynthia, right?
No, I'm talking about the 6 for all of us.
Well, I haven't put my, I have not put all mine in yet.
Oh, you
So
haven't?
I have a couple of them I have Kerfoot. We're not using Kerfoot?
No, we
Okay.
do
she's
have her on the
political.
list. No, we
Okay.
have her on the list.
What about Sonia?
Yeah, we have her on the list.
She's on the
Yes.
Baptist.
Yes.
Okay. Gee.
Yep.
No, she's on our, so we now
Good list.
have 6, at least 2 of us chose.
Okay, so Sonia is one of them.
Yes.
So that's 3 out of your 6. We have 3. What about Bill Froelich? Froehlick.
I have not gotten to him yet,
I thought he was very good.
but no one else chose him, so it wouldn't have been 2 people.
Okay.
We can still look at his resume if you want.
Okay, we'll look at his resume. Okay, let me just call mine out. Did you find anything with Amy Highbills?
No. Oh, did you find anything political?
No,
Okay, can we can, because I wrote very good on hers.
we can look at all of them,
Okay,
unless we want to just look at the ones that we had 2 of.
okay, okay.
Okay. So are we going to add her to our list, Amy Hydrels? So Cynthia, was Catherine, she was the only one that you found negative stuff on those ones that we've picked?
Yes, it wasn't negative, but political.
Okay.
Felt like it wasn't a good fit for what we were.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
So Juanita, are you saying that you don't want to go with these 7? We put Amy Hydrels back on the list?
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I just had a couple that I thought was very good that we could add.
Well, we're totally open to
okay.
looking at their resume.
I think you already have Amy down, and we can look at the resume again. And Bill Froelich, I wrote very good, but you said he's political? Did you say he was political?
No, she said the only one was Catherine Kaliniak, right?
I haven't had time to look up Bill yet.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm in agreement with that. I just have the 3 that I think the other 2 I have. You had Catherine Kaliniak.
but we're taking her off.
Okay, great. I'll take her off. And you had, what about Steve? I can't see without my glasses.
Here, would you like me to read the ones that we had?
I got this.
Okay.
Did we have him on the list?
Who?
No, because not 2 of us chose him.
Okay, great. So I guess that's just about it. We can go over those. What about Dana Waikiki. But we do have Michael Crow, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can
Yes.
stick to your list. Now, if you all would take time and just give me that list one more time, and those are the ones we're gonna go with.
Okay,
Just last name.
Michael Crow,
Okay, Crow,
Kroll.
okay,
Mhm. Kerfoot, Kerfoot,
Kerfoot,
OOT.
okay,
Woods, Edwards, I don't know if there's another Edward Woods.
okay,
Taylor, Andrea.
okay. I had him with you. Okay, that's good.
Libson, Janet,
Okay,
and Howell, Sonia.
okay. Okay, I'm in agreement just about with 3 of these with you guys, so that's good. The ones that I can remember from what I read last night and today. Okay, so we're gonna
So how do you think we should go forward?
I think that we have chosen names that some of us agree on, all 3 of us agree. And those that we don't, I believe that Cynthia did a good job taking out the political and any kind of criticism that we may run into off. So I think this is a good list for us. And I'm in agreement with using this list. If you all wanna go that way, we can vote on that.
Okay, and are you saying
Well-
that these are the people that we say we want to interview?
That we want to
Cynthia?
interview. That we want to
Cynthia?
interview.
Yes,
No.
except I think they're all good candidates, but yesterday we interviewed 6.
Mhm.
A lot.
It was a lot.
I don't know if we want to present 7 to the full commission to
Wait, 1,
I thought we
or
had
if we want
6
to-
here, Cynthia. I
well,
had
there are
6.
6 because we eliminated Catherine.
But we added Amy Highbelt.
Oh,
No, oh, okay, I didn't write her name down. I just took the Crow, the Kerfoot, Woods, Taylor, Lipson, and Howell.
Okay, well,
Now, Amy, I had wrote very good. Maybe if you guys want to look that over. But that's up to you all. I mean, I think all of them, I saw about 20 that were very good. And we pulled out the political ones and anything that may cause us some criticism. And so all these are good. So if you want to look at Amy's, that's fine. If not, we could just move on. But I thought all of these were good.
well,
I
Cynthia, I actually thought that we did really good last time with keeping everything rolling with only a half hour. And I honestly think, I mean, I don't know about this Amy Hydrels. I mean, I'll look at her
Hydel.
resume
Mhm.
and we can, and you haven't looked her up, or have you looked her up?
I have, yeah.
And
Yeah,
you didn't find anything.
Let me double check.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she seems fine. She was on the group.
Yeah, he seems real good.
If we think that we could present 7 to the commission, if we think we can interview that many.
I think we can. I think that I thought we did really good. We hardly got behind.
We did. I just ended
And
with a
maybe we
headache.
should allot I know. Maybe we should allot ourselves just a little bit more time and, see how that goes.
I kind
And,
of. Okay.
so Sally, where did they get the questions? Where did they get the questions to ask their people when we interviewed them?
The executive director candidates.
Mm-hmm.
So what we did is we asked, I should say the Department of State, I asked our HR team if they could provide me with a list of questions. Then I took a look at them. I cut some out. I reworded some of them a little bit and then provided it to all of you for your review. So you could do the same thing for communications applicants as well, if you'd like. And that's something that all of you could, when you talk about these candidates with the full commission, you could talk about doing that, and we'd be happy to do that again to provide you with a starting place for the questions you want to ask.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good.
Very helpful.
I think that would be great. So we're asking you to do that.
Got it. Yeah, and you know what we could do is so on December 3rd, when we talk about these applicants, something that we could do is I could provide, depending on if we're able to accomplish this in this period of time, but if we are able, I could provide those draft comments when you talk about the applicants as well, so that we could schedule, like you said, more time in between candidates instead of dedicating the first hour of the meeting to talking through what questions to ask. So you could do it in the December 3rd meeting as opposed to the one where you do interviews, if that would be helpful.
That would be helpful.
That would be helpful. Yes. Mhm.
Wonderful.
Because December 3rd that's the day that we have to, well, supposedly, to give the candidates that we want to interview, right? And then we interview at a later date. So I think that we need to give some candidates, and since we have so many that we agreed on, that one or two of us or three of us liked, that we can move forward giving them lists of this name, but I don't know how you two feel.
I think this is a good list, and I think we should present that to them.
Would you all be able to read the list again so that our staff, we know that we've got the right list?
Yep, I can read it. Ready? Michael Crow, Brenda Kerfoot, Edward Woods, Andrea Taylor, Janet Liebson, and Sonia Howell. And do we want Amy Hydrels on there? And Amy Hydrels.
Hi,
Yep.
Bill. Hi, Bill.
That's 7.
Yeah. No. Do we all
So
agree
we
on
still
the
have
7?
time. We still have time to re-look at these because, like I tell you, I didn't spend a heck of a lot of time. Yes.
Sorry to hop in again. One point of clarification is Bill Freilich. I think 2 of you said his name, but potentially one pronounced the last name differently than the other. So I just want to make sure if 2 of you did have him in your initial list, to just flag it.
I did have Bill Freilich. Did either of you?
Janice was the only one.
I had
Janice.
too. I had Bill. I had him
Oh, you
too.
did?
Oh, Juanita had him as well. Okay, so I just wanted to clarify that.
Yes. Then that would make it 8.
That's too many, I think.
Yeah, it's too many. But when I did his thing yesterday, I put very good on it. So he was good. The ones that I thought were very good, I put very good for him, and the rest I put good. But all of them were good. It was so many good ones. I think we can't lose.
How do you guys want eliminate? I mean,
it's kind of hard. We could either keep this list or what you guys want to do.
I just really think we need to make a decision today.
Cynthia?
We can always present 8 to the commission and
then eliminate them at that meeting.
Weed down then. We can
I
do,
think that's a good thing.
we can do
And
more
then
research
give
for
us-
that
Then
time.
give us time to go over them again.
And then we can present that information to the commission.
Right.
Present the name.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we put Bill Frolick, and he would be the 8th person. And then before the 3rd, we'll go over all these in our head, that we come up with a list of at least 5 or 6 that we can present. Now, that you will really want to choose. I don't know how we'll round it off, but we can present that, the ones that you really thought were the best.
Well, here's our dilemma, that we have to give them names, and we can't talk outside of this meeting or
That's
before
right, we
that
can't
meeting.
talk, yeah.
So it's not like we can email each other and say, hey, I didn't like so-and-so. We have to say that right now. So I'm in agreement with Cynthia that we give them the 8 names, and then at the meeting, we eliminate 2 or 3 or.
And we can do more research before then. And when
Right.
the names, these 8 names to them, we can say the high points and the low points at that.
Okay,
Right.
now that sounds better. Okay, we'll do it like that. We're in agreement? Everybody move to do it like that?
I'm in
I
agreement.
move to take these 8 names to the commission.
I second it.
Okay, the motion has been moved. Okay, do we have anything else that we'd like to discuss concerning our communications outreach person? Is there anything else we need to talk about?
no.
Sally has something to say.
Yep.
Hi, commissioners. You might want to use your remaining time. You've got about a little over 20 minutes
Oh, great.
to determine how you want to present these 8 names to the commission. And, do you want to divide it up? Some people talk about some people talk about others. How do you want to, use your time presenting to the commission might be what you want to discuss.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have 8.
Okay, Janice, you got a ideal on that? How you want to present it to the commission? And then we'll hear from Cynthia and we'll see what we come up with.
I really don't know. I mean, I guess we could divide it up. I mean, it just seems like I don't want to dump all of this on one person, to say you have to research all this and then give a little speech on each one. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they'll have to research. We're doing the research for them.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I don't want to have one person have to look at all of them again and then
I don't mind
present
looking
them.
at all of them again, and I think Cynthia's going to look again. Are you going to look again, Cynthia?
I'm going to look again, but Sally wants to know how we're going to present them to the rest of the commission. Are we going to have one person talk about them? Or are we going to divide them up and each one of them, so
Okay.
say we each took 3 or we each took
Okay,
2,
let's
but
take
that's
a
only
vote.
6. So
Let's take a vote. Who all would like to divide them up? Say aye.
I don't care, but
okay.
yeah, it just doesn't matter. But I think that whoever has strong feelings about any of them should say when we present the list to the group. So, but that doesn't necessarily have to be the person that presents the names.
Mhm. Will anybody else would like to participate on that? Should we do it in threes? Everybody take 3 people, or
Well,
should
there's
we?
only 8.
It's only 8, 3, 2.
Well, I would like to,
Cynthia?
really spoke to me were Lebson and Howell. So
Okay.
I could do those 2.
Lipson and Howell. Okay.
And I'll take Michael Crowell.
Lipson and Howell.
Crow. And I'll just take the first 3. Brenda.
Could you say the last names? Say the last names for me, Janice.
Okay, Kroll, Kroll.
I got him.
Kerfoot.
Okay.
And I'll take Bill.
What's his last name?
Froehlier.
What's his last name?
Froehlier.
I don't see him down there.
That's the one we just added at the very end.
So I think that's spelled a little differently from what I have. I don't have the resume in front of me, but I wrote down Froehlich.
Oh, okay. I just couldn't read my writing. You're right.
Say that one more time, Cynthia, please.
Froehlich.
And Cynthia, can you tell me again the ones that you picked you would do?
Lebson and Howell.
Okay, so that leaves for Juanita, Woods, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Taylor
Amy
and
Taylor and Woods. I don't even know Woods. Who had Woods?
you do.
Woods.
I don't remember a Woods. Who called for Woods?
Well, Woods is circled. I have them circled. So 2 of us picked Woods.
I think Janice and I had him on our list.
Okay, the ones that you all had on your list, you should present, I think.
We should what?
Pre-
So
Present.
Janice, would you change and do Edward Woods, and Juanita can do the
Favorite.
Frolic person?
Okay.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Okay, so I'm going to do Woods, James Woods. Juanita
Was it
is going to do.
James? I thought it was Edward. Is
Oh.
it James?
I'm just thinking that an actor.
No, we have to hire the right person here.
It is Edward. Yeah, it is Edward. Okay. So we should end up with 9 people, right? So
8.
Cynthia, you're going to do Libson and Howell.
Yeah, we have 8
Right.
people because I'm only doing
And-
2.
And Juanita's going to do Taylor and Frolic, or however he says his name,
Mhm.
And Highbell.
and Heidel's. Yeah. And
Heidel.
I'm going to do Kroll, Kerfoot, and Woods.
Kirkwood and-
Okay, so what we're going to do is going to have like what? Just a little like 10-second elevator speech
Yeah.
about
Or
each
less.
person.
Highlight what you got out of, maybe
And
highlight.
in the meantime, if we find anything that we feel qualifies them or that they wouldn't be such a good fit,
mention.
any of us
Mention it.
can do that also at that time.
And just say, maybe we changed our mind on this one, but Okay, so yeah, I'm good. I'm good with this. Is
I'm good.
everybody good with this?
Can we move a motion that all is well with everything that we've said so far?
I don't know.
Yes, I move a motion that everything is well.
Okay.
So we will just take turns when it's our turn to present these.
Okay. Now, so that we won't run into trying to figure out who's going to go first. Who would like to go first? You, Janice, or Cynthia?
I'll go first. Doesn't matter.
Okay, Janice will go first. Cynthia, you want to be last or second or
Oh,
first?
I don't care. Whatever you would like.
No, I don't care. I'm going to be nervous either way.
Cynthia's second and Juanita's third.
Oh.
I made
Okay.
an executive decision.
Thank you.
Okay.
So this is, if I get this right, our next meeting, we're going to present these people and then maybe try to narrow it down to 6 or 5 or 4. And then at I have to look and see when we're supposed to choose that person.
Okay, while you look,
Okay.
I would think that my goal would be to narrow it down to 6.
Okay.
I think interviewing more than 6 is,
A bit much. Yeah.
I think we should be able to do some homework and figure out how to narrow that down a little bit.
I agree.
Okay.
We move a motion to keep it at 6.
Yeah,
Well,
but here's
not right
my
now,
thought.
but-
Here's my thought. Okay, so we're going to review the finalists. Oh, and then they want to interview the finalists on the 4th, which is like the next day. Is that going to be enough time? Sally?
So the way that the schedule is written right now, because we had to shift things a couple of times, it sort of allows for some of the interviews to start on the 4th, but then to continue on into the next meeting. And, in fact, I think with the way that the general counsel discussion went today, and since they had so many fewer applicants, we might be able to add them to the agenda for the end of your executive director discussion, depending on how quickly that goes for all of you in the meeting that we're scheduling anew. So either way, we'll be able to figure it out, is the long story short, but we've got a little bit of flex in the schedule right now.
Okay, my thought was just, to call people and get them in for an interview,
Yeah, I mean, and it'll be a tight turnaround for those who we
Okay.
might be able to schedule on the 4th, but we can also, like I said, there with the moving pieces that we have right now, I think we can make it happen one way or another.
Okay, and if I remember correctly, the council had like 7, right?
They had about 10, I can't remember the exact number,
Yeah.
10 or 11.
Yeah.
So yeah, they, like I said, they might be able to discuss their recommendations at the executive director discussion that you all will have between now and the 3rd, in which case we would be able to schedule those interviews for the 4th, and then schedule all of these interviews for the next meeting after the 4th, which
Okay.
I believe is,
Okay. So you think
forget the
that we're
date,
good to go on the 3rd, we present these, and then whatever, we'll set up interviews. It may not be that date, but we might be able to do it. If we
And
can
we'll
get
make-
it.
yeah,
Okay.
and we'll make sure that to kind of schedule with enough time for all of you to talk about this with the other commissioners.
Okay.
So that you guys can all, you can make your recommendations and whittle it down.
That sounds good.
Okay, I'm good.
Thank you.
Well, if there's not anything else that we need to discuss, I make a motion that the meeting be adjourned.
I second.
At 3rd.
Meeting adjourned.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have
Bye.
a good weekend.
You
Happy
too.
Thanksgiving.
Same to you guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you guys.
Yep.